Sadar Jai Jinendra. Express our gratitude, Vandana to Panch Parameshti. Express and convey my faith towards Dev, Guru and Dharma. Express my regards and Vandana to great personality Ganadipati Acharya Shri Tulsi, great philosopher Acharya Shri Mahapragya Ji, great ascetic Acharya Shri Mahashraman Ji and all sadhu and sadhvis. In continuation of our sessions on science of living and Preksha Dhyan, it is third session, and in this session we will try to highlight and understand the concept of Preksha Dhyan and its philosophy. Now we will start experimental techniques of science of living, that is Preksha meditation. To transform any society, it is primary requirement to transform the people. And for it, emotional health should be strong, and for the emotional health of people, Preksha meditation is a complete package with us. Preksha meditation is the system in which physiology and psychology both are used to frame it. There is a right coordination of ancient scriptural sources and modern scientific studies to frame the process of Preksha meditation. In this session, we will discuss on following points regarding Preksha meditation, Preksha Dhyan, what is the meaning and purpose of Preksha meditation, what are the Upasampada. Upasampada means prerequisites, pre-requirement of Preksha meditation, what are main assistant and special parts of Preksha meditation. प्रेक्षा ध्यान के मुख्य सहायक और विशेष कौन सी स्टेप्स हैं, वी विल डिस्कस ऑन दिस. मीनिंग ऑफ प्रेक्षा मेडिटेशन. बिफोर स्टार्ट एनी प्रोसेस, एनी लिटरेचर, फर्स्ट वी शुड क्लियर द मीनिंग ऑफ प्रेक्षा मेडिटेशन. प्रेक्षा ध्यान का अर्थ क्या है? प्रेक्षा हैव टू वर्ड्स. प्रेक्षा दो शब्दों से मिलके बना है, प्रे एंड इक्षा. इक्षा मीन्स टू सी, देखना, एंड प्रेक्षा मीन्स टू सी डीपली. विपश्यना also has the same meaning. Both these words are used in Jain literature for meditation. But Vipassana Dhyan or Vipashyana Dhyan is popularly used in Buddhism. Therefore, Acharya Shri chosen the name Preksha Dhyan. It is said in दसवें कालिक सूत्र. दसवें कालिक सूत्र जैन आगम है, उसमें ये बोला गया है संपिक्खये अपगमप एणम, मीन्स ऑब्जर्व सोल विथ द सोल. Observe the subtle consciousness by gross consciousness. To see or to observe is the main element of meditation. Therefore, this system of meditation is called Preksha meditation. To see or observe soul and to awakening spiritual consciousness, Lord Mahavira emphasized two things. One is knowledge and perception or observation, Gyan and Darshan. Only knowing and only seeing, केवल जानना और केवल देखना, without any attachment and hatred. We start the journey of awakening spiritual consciousness from breathing. Breath is important element in life. Because of it we live, so we first see it. श्वास को देखना. By seeing it continuously, mind becomes subtle and it can see the vibration of various emotions. It is said in Acharang Sutra, the one who can see anger, pride, deceit, greed, affection, hatred, etc. internally can break the vicious circle of birth and death. When we think, we do not see. When we see, we do not think. दोनों में से एक ही चीज होगी, या तो हम देखेंगे या हम विचार करेंगे. दोनों एक साथ कभी नहीं होगा. When we think, we do not see. And when we see, we do not think. The chain of thoughts goes on continue. The first and the last means to stop the chain is to see, देखना. The powerful mean to break the vicious circuit of imagination is to see. When we start to see or observe any object continuously without flickering or blinking eyes, the thinking process stops. It will be the stage of thoughtlessness, nirvichar. Observing the depth inside, we will able to see the subtle body. First, understand the process of observation, darshan. Then know, Gyan, the universe and the truth. First, we will understand what is the process of darshan. कैसे देखना है, कैसे जानना है. One who has enough practice to only seeing and only knowing without attachment and hatred will qualify to purify the passion attached with soul. ज्ञाता और दृष्टा भाव, केवल जानना, केवल देखना, बिना राग और द्वेष के, which is very important to purify our soul. Purpose of Preksha meditation. What is the purpose of Preksha meditation? First purpose is purity of mind. Kashay or passions, that is anger, pride, deceit, greed, etc. pollute our mind. For obtaining spiritual knowledge, we have to refine our mind from these kashayas. Because of these, we cannot experience the knowledge inside us. As soon as our mind purifies, knowledge inside us will uncovered and Atmagyan is experienced and consequently experienced happiness. Our aim is purity of mind and not attainment happiness. Search for the truth is the second purpose. Why meditation? Why Preksha Dhyan? Why should we give up activities and go for restraint? हमें सारी प्रवृत्तियों को क्यों छोड़ देना चाहिए? क्यों हमें निवृत्ति की ओर जाना चाहिए? क्यों हमें संयम लेना स्वीकार करना चाहिए, कंट्रोल करना चाहिए? क्यों रिस्ट्रेन करना चाहिए? रिस्ट्रेन इज रिड्यूस द fickleness of mind, and with the help of meditation we can purify passions and one can experience the truth of his existence and understand that body and soul both are different. Ved Vigyan. And next purpose is experience of independent power of consciousness. The aim of science is also to achieve the truth, but the subject of science are only material, atoms and molecules. Consciousness is not its subject. The research in science is done only with the help of instruments, equipments, machines and such material things, so it can reach only up to material. As its subject is not consciousness, hence it cannot reach the soul. Because of this, the usefulness of meditation is restricted up to improving physical health, but it is not truth. The most valuable aim of meditation is knowledge and self-realization. आत्म साक्षात्कार करना मेडिटेशन का प्राइम फोकस है, प्रथम उद्देश्य है. Independent power of consciousness. The most valuable aim of meditation is to realize independent power of consciousness. The meditator should not only depend upon scriptures and beliefs but also start practice and experience to realize the consciousness. केवल शास्त्रों के ज्ञान से, आगमों के अध्ययन और स्वाध्याय से हमें आत्म साक्षात्कार नहीं हो सकता. वो एक साधन है हमें उस लक्ष्य तक पहुंचाने के लिए. इसलिए प्रेक्षा मेडिटेशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू रियलाइज द कॉन्शियसनेस. वी शुड नॉट ओनली डिपेंड्स अपॉन स्क्रिप्चर्स. What are the उपसंपदा और रिजोल्यूशन? संकल्प क्या है? Prerequisites for Preksha meditations are all the aspirants before starting the practice of Preksha meditation sit in Sukhasan, keep body and mind relaxed and pronounce the following resolutions. Abutthiomi Arahanai. I present myself for Preksha meditation. Maggam Uvasampajami. I accept the spiritual sadhana. Sammattam Uvasampajami. I accept to remain with my internal wealth or internal faculties. Sanjamam uvasampajami. I accept to experience my spiritual upasampada. Practice of upasampada, following exercises to be followed to experience upasampada. Bhavakriya, preksha of the present moment. Second is Pratikriya Virati, to shun reaction, friendship, maitri ka vikas, limited diet, ahar sanyam, silence, मौन की साधना. तो these are the 5 things, 5 exercise to be followed to experience upasampada. Upasampadas are: I present myself for Preksha meditation, I accept the spiritual path, I accept to remain with my internal wealth, I accept to experience my spiritual upasampada. Bhavakriya, Preksha of the present moment. There are 3 meaning of Bhavakriya: to live in present, be conscious of your actions, always be alert. One who experiences the present moment naturally save himself from affection and hatred. Living in mechanical life, living an imaginary life, and to live a dream life is Drav Kriya. We spend more of our time in memories of the past or imagination of the future, which increases our attachment or hatred. The past and the future both are not real, only the present is real. इसीलिए केवल वर्तमान के बारे में सोचो, भविष्य की कल्पना और भूतकाल की यादें हमारे अंदर राग और द्वेष को बढ़ाने वाली हो सकती हैं. The second meaning is to be conscious of our action. Till one fully concentrated on the action, the result will be not good. The second meaning is conscious of your present action. जो आप कर रहे हो उस पे ध्यान केंद्रित करो. Till one fully concentrate on the present action, the result will be not good. To conserve our energies, our body and mind should work together. The third meaning is always be alert for purity of mind and awaken our inherent power. To shun reaction, Pratikriya Virati क्या है? What is Pratikriya Virati? Always believe in action and not reaction. Normally our life is full of reactions. We influenced by the environment and circumstances and act accordingly. This is reaction. For spiritual upliftment, one should always believe in action with faith and knowledge and stop reacting. Next is friendship. The third exercise of Upasampada is friendship. For friendship, it is important that a person should be totally free from reactions. Friendship creates purity in mind and we can develop us spiritually. Next exercise of Upasampada is limited diet. Food has its influence not only on our health but also on meditation and concentration also. Unwanted food do not digest because it does not get enough digestive secretion. Due to indigestion, mind and thinking both are affected. The aspirant should have complete knowledge about food and diet. Silence is last exercise for maintaining Upasampada. Limited speaking is last exercise. Do not speak unnecessary is sadhana. Whenever we have to speak, then speak less and slow. It will conserve our energy. It will not deplete our soul power. Now we will see basis of Preksha meditation. Concentration. Preksha increase awakening and awakening increase concentration. Our success depends upon concentration. For concentration, our action, mind and body should be in same direction. For concentration, there should not be any efforts because efforts makes mind fickle. So whatever comes in mind, do not stop them forcefully, just ignore them. One just see oneself. स्वयं को देखो, स्वयं को समझो. Most of the people does not understand own self. This is the problem. Awakening. Apramad or awakening is very important for spiritual development. One who is not apramadi towards his existence and consciousness will experience fear. Memory of work done will never disturb a person who is practicing apramad. A person gets more disturbed by the memory of the work done. One should think only about the work he is presently doing. The harmony of body, mind and speech is important to become aware, to become apramadi. One question always in mind: how to get peace of mind. Mind is only the medium of knowledge, but ignorantly we say mind is not in peace. A flower has fragrance. This is carried away by the wind. The fragrance is not mobile. It is the wind that spread it. Similarly, the mind rides on the horse of affection and hatred and can go far away. If there is no affection and hatred in the mind, then the mind will not be mobile or fickle. Do not be idle for a moment. For it, practice of apramad is important. What are the sadhana to make mind concentrate and awaken? It is preksha meditation. With the help of preksha meditation, we can enhance our concentration power. There are three major parts of preksha meditation: the main part, the assistant part and the special part. The main part of preksha meditation is sadhana or exercise of apramad. अप्रमाद का विकास करने के लिए, अपने आत्मा का साक्षात्कार करने के लिए, स्पिरिचुअल रियलाइजेशन के लिए प्रेक्षा मेडिटेशन इज अ प्रोसेस. देयर आर 8 मेन पार्ट्स ऑफ प्रेक्षा मेडिटेशन आर रिलैक्सेशन. फर्स्ट इज रिलैक्सेशन, कायोत्सर्ग. सेकंड, इंटरनल ट्रिप, अंतर यात्रा. थर्ड, परसेप्शन ऑफ ब्रीथिंग, श्वास प्रेक्षा. फोर्थ, परसेप्शन ऑफ बॉडी, शरीर प्रेक्षा. फिफ्थ, परसेप्शन ऑफ साइकिक सेंटर्स, चैतन्य केंद्र प्रेक्षा. सिक्स्थ, कलर मेडिटेशन, लेश्या ध्यान. सेवेंथ, भावना. एट्थ, कंटेम्पलेशन, अनुप्रेक्षा. नाउ द असिस्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ प्रेक्षा मेडिटेशन. देयर आर 4 असिस्टेंट पार्ट जो सहायक होते हैं. प्रमुख जो स्टेप्स हैं प्रेक्षा ध्यान की, उनको कंप्लीट करने के लिए देयर आर 4 असिस्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ प्रेक्षा मेडिटेशन आर आसन, प्राणायाम, मुद्रा, ध्वनि. And now the special parts of preksha meditation. There are 3 special parts. One is perception of present moment, vartaman kshan preksha. Second is perception of thoughts, vichar preksha. Third is animesh preksha, tratak. Now we will try to understand in brief these steps. First is relaxation, kayotsarga. Before understand kayotsarga, it is important to understand yoga. Action of body, use of speech and fickleness of mind, all 3 can be described in one word, yoga. मन, वचन और काया की जो प्रवृत्ति है वो योग है. Meditation means stopping of yoga. These activities have to be stopped. As a result, there are 3 types of meditation: physical meditation, verbal meditation and mental meditation. The physical meditation is kayotsarga. This is also called कायगुप्ती, काय संवर, काय व्युत्सर्ग and प्रतिसंलीनता या प्रत्याहार. कायोत्सर्ग means to give up body or to lose the body and relax. In this first, stopping of gross external physical activities and relax all muscles. Steadiness and relaxation of the body is the first criteria for mental concentration and awakening. Hence, for achieving steadiness of mind, physical steadiness is necessary. Therefore, first step in preksha meditation is kayotsarga, relaxation. After doing relaxation, kayotsarga of the whole body, it is necessary to do kayotsarga of vocal cord. Origin of our thoughts process is from the vibration of vocal cord. The unsteadiness of mind is directly related to our vocal cords. So complete steadiness of vocal cords ends the mental fickleness. After learning the process of Kayosarg, one should regularly practice it every day to remain tension free and balanced. Once able to perform full relaxation, one can experience the separate existence of body and consciousness. This is called Bhed Vigyan, separate existence of body and soul. Kayosarg is very useful exercise. It is useful solution for many types of psychosomatic diseases. Kayosarg done properly for half an hour can give rest to the body and the muscles more than that is given by 2 hours of sleep. Next part is internal trip. Antaryatra. This is the second step of meditation. It is necessary to develop energy of nervous system. The main location of our central nervous system is Sushumna, spinal cord. The main center of energy, Shakti Kendra, is the lower end of spinal cord. In internal trip exercise, one has to take the mind from Shakti Kendra, that is lower end of spinal cord, to center of knowledge with the path of spinal cord. By this exercise, flow of energy will go upward. The lower end of the spinal cord up to center of knowledge are the main center of consciousness and knowledge. This is the place of manifestation of soul. Only a man can guide his energy flow from downwards to upwards. When energy goes upwards from gonads is entry into spiritual world. When energy goes upwards from gonads, from Shakti Kendra, is entering into spiritual world, and the energy goes down from center of knowledge is entry into materialistic world. One experience material happiness when the energy is going downwards, and one experience spiritual happiness when the energy is going upwards. Next part is perception of breathing, Swas Preksha. Breath is indivisible part of our metabolic system. Breath and consciousness, breath and mind works together. We cannot catch mind or consciousness directly, but we can experience them through the medium of breath. One can refine its emotions by transformation of breath, that is Swas Preksha. For peace of mind and concentration, it is necessary to have long, deep and rhythmic breathing. There are two types of exercise for Swas Preksha, that is subtle breathing, second is slow and long breathing. During Kayosarg, inhalation and exhalation does not stop, but they are made very subtle. Inhale and exhale slowly. There are different types of breathing. Long breathing, Dirgha Swas Preksha. It is important for aspirant of Preksha meditation should learn to control the speed of breathing. He should make his breathing long and rhythmic. Generally, a person takes 15 to 17 breaths in a minute. It can be reduced to 10 or less by practice of perception of breathing. Full use of abdominal muscles is done to make the breathing slow and long. Abdominal muscles contract while exhaling and expand while inhaling. Mind become peaceful by making breathing low, slow and subtle. By these exercises, passions and excitement subsides. The aspirant is never a victim of emotions or excitements, as he immediately starts long breathing at the time of excitement and aggression. To increase the work efficiency, it is good exercise to train the mind to concentrate on present activities. Consequently, fickleness of mind reduces. Alternate breathing, Samavritti Swas Preksha. In this exercise, inhale by the right nostril and exhale by the left nostril, and to inhale by left and exhale by right one. Many center of consciousness can be activated with this exercise of alternative breathing. Next step or next part of Preksha meditation is perception of body, Sharir Preksha. From sadhana point of view, body is very important. The source of manifestation of consciousness is body. To clean or refine the dirt that cover the soul, the body is the strong medium. For this exercise, body will divide it in three parts, that is upper, medium and lower part. The practice of only seeing the inner vibration taking place in every organ of the body by concentrating there in sequence is Sharir Preksha. शरीर प्रेक्षा, शरीर को देखना, शरीर के एक एक ऑर्गन को देखना, एक एक पार्ट को देखना. शरीर प्रेक्षा is a process of introspection. In this step, one observe the external body first, then taking the mind inside the body and see the internal body. Observe the gross and subtle vibration of the body. We stimulate our cell level consciousness with the help of Sharir Preksha. The cells which are dormant can be stimulated. There are two subtle bodies, Vais, Tejas and Karman within our gross body, and thereafter soul inside. One who can able to see vibration of gross body first can soon observe the vibration occurring in subtle bodies, that is Tejas, Karman and our consciousness. The importance of this exercise is realized when one observes with steadiness and equanimity. This is the process of taking the mind from exterior to interior. With this preksha, one can observe the vibration of gross body, subtle body, and can also reach up to the spirit, up to the soul. With the help of Sharir Preksha, vital energy can be balanced, the efficiency of nervous system can be enhanced, the blood circulation can be properly directed, and the diseases can be controlled and cured. The immunity and resistance power can be increased. Next part of Preksha meditation is perception of psychic center, Chaitanya Kendra Preksha. The aim of Preksha meditation is purity of mind. चित्त शुद्धि के लिए प्रेक्षा ध्यान का प्रयोग करते हैं. The aim of Preksha meditation is purity of mind and soul. For this, first we have to understand where the impurity is conceived and its birthplace of impurity. If we understand this process properly, then it becomes easy for us to purify it. We can understand this from viewpoint of Yoga Shastra and Sharir Shastra. According to modern science, there are two types of glands in human body, with duct and ductless. The ductless gland or endocrine glands have internal secretion and also called endocrine glands. They are pineal, pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, adrenal and gonads. Their secretion are called hormones. Our physical, mental and emotional activities are controlled by the secretion of hormones from these glands. So these glands are known as psychic centers or Chaitanya Kendra. Birthplace of all the habits are there in the endocrine glands. There are two controlling systems in our body. One is central nervous system and another is endocrine system. Birthplace of habits are endocrine system, and the manifestation of habits are through our nervous system. Both these systems works together, so it is called neuroendocrine system. This is part of subconscious mind and influence to brain, so it is more valuable than brain. If this neuroendocrine system can be controlled properly, then one can achieve freedom from all harmful and undesirable feelings and emotions. The lower endocrine glands, adrenal and gonads, are responsible for the origin of kashai, origin of fear, sex, excitement and bad feelings. In Yoga Shastra, these are called Manipur Chakra and Swadhisthana Chakra. Emotions of cruelty, revenge, illusion originates in Swadhisthana Kendra or Swasth Kendra, and feeling of desires, jealousy, hatred, fear, negativity etc. is originates in Tejas Kendra or Manipur Chakra. When our mind and thoughts goes towards navel up to Shakti Kendra, then all bad emotions and feelings are emerged. So to refine our emotions, solution is perception of psychic center on upper part of body. Very important to be noted. Perception of psychic center on upper part of body. Swans Preksha, Sharir Preksha and Chaitanya Kendra Preksha all are means for making the glands active and balanced. When our mind is concentrated on centers in the upper part of the body situated above the heart, they will become more active and the fear etc. bad emotions will end. This is the best mean for spiritual development, spiritual upliftment. Next part of Preksha meditation is color meditation. Leshya Dhyan. Purpose of color meditation is purity of emotions. The color meditation as a part of the Preksha meditation in Jainism is often called Leshya Dhyan, in which the mind is trained and educated to focus on the colors. In layman words, we can say Leshya means our state of emotions. There are two types of Leshya. One is physical, Podgalic Leshya, and second is conscious, Chaitasic Leshya. Physical or Podgalic Leshya may further classified as karma and no kam Leshya. There are three layers. One is gross body, then subtle body, then more subtle body, that is Karman body, is inside human body, where karma particles which is absorbed according to our emotions are attached with Karman Sharir, Karman body, and the time of fruition of karma, कर्म उदय के समय these particles goes to Teja Sharir and then they called Karma Leshya. There are 6 Karma Leshya, that is Krishna Leshya, Neela Leshya, Kapot Leshya, Tejas Leshya, Padma Leshya and Shukla Leshya. As these karma particles are non-living things or pudgal which have their own color, smell, taste, touch. Out of these 4, colors are more influence our mind and emotions. Hence, according to colors, names are given to Karma Leshya. Now, question arises: what is no Karma Leshya? It is sunlight, rays of colors of stones, etc. are no Karma Leshya. In Leshya Dhyan exercise, we meditate on these no Karma Leshya, means bright colors like red, white, orange, blue, green, so that colors of whatever particles which are absorbed by us or which are already been absorbed can be changed and accordingly able to refine or purify our emotions. Out of 6 Leshyas, first 3 Leshya, Krishna, Neel and Kapot are impious or Adharma Leshya, and the last 3 are pious or Dharam Leshya. With the practice of bright colors meditation, we can change our Adharma Leshya to pious Leshya. We can change our Krishna, Neel, Kapot Leshya to the Tejo, Padma and Shukla Leshya. The color of Tejo Leshya is red. The journey of the spiritualism begins with red color. When one starts concentrating on red color during meditation, then his habits and emotions starts changing. His nature starts changing. When he starts bright yellow color, his Leshya becomes Padma Leshya, and there will be more purification in emotions. And when he starts bright white color in meditation and reaches status of Shukla Leshya, then there will be a complete transformation. According to our Leshya, color of our aura will change. With the help of color meditation, changes in aura can be achieved. Therefore, for complete transformation, color meditation of bright colors is very essential. Next is Bhavana and Anupreksha. Meditation or Dhyan means Preksha. to perceiving or seeing. Preksha is followed by anupreksha, that is thinking or contemplation on subject which free the mind from infatuation. अनुप्रेक्षा मतलब जो कुछ ध्यान में देखा है उसको बाद में उसके बारे में सोचना, कंटेम्पलेट करना, विचार करना, दैट इज कॉल्ड अनुप्रेक्षा. रिपीटिंग थिंकिंग ऑन अ सब्जेक्ट इन्फ्लुएंस द माइंड, सच थिंकिंग और प्रैक्टिस इज कॉल्ड भावना. For perform meditation, practices of bhavana is also important. Practices of 4 bhavana is essential for the development of meditational capacity, that is knowledge oriented, perception oriented, conduct oriented and detachment oriented bhavana. Jnana, darshan, charitra, vairagya bhavana. What is knowledge oriented or Gyan Bhavana? The practice of knowing things objectively and impartially without attachment, aversion and delusion. Perception of oriented Darshan Bhavana, the practice of seeing things objectively and impartially without attachment and hatred. Conduct oriented Charitra Bhavana, the practice of acting objectively and impartially without attachment and delusion. Detachment oriented Vairagya Bhavana, that is the practice of non-attachment, non-aspiration and fearlessness. One who constantly aspires, repeat and contemplates on the soul get established in the soul. This is the process of self-hypnotize or self-mesmerizing. Bhavana is helps to change one's habits or emotions. Emotion of anger may transform by bhavana of forbearance. Emotion of ego may transform by bhavana of compassion or friendship. Emotion of greed may be transformed by bhavana of contentment. Emotion of attachment and hatred may be changed with the bhavana of awakening or bhavana of apramad. It is important to note that meditation should be followed by self-study and self-study should be followed by again by meditation. स्वाध्याय के साथ ध्यान और ध्यान के साथ फिर स्वाध्याय. In self-study, jap or bhavana, anupreksha all are covered. At the conclusion of each dhyan, one should practice anupreksha such as anupreksha of the transitoriness of life, etc., etc., in order to keep the mind detached from various experiences during meditation. The practice of anupreksha is very important. After religious meditation, 4 anupreksha are generally practiced. Anupreksha of solitariness, anupreksha of the transitoriness of life, anupreksha of helplessness, anupreksha of cycle of birth and death. Anupreksha means contemplation upon the perception experienced during meditation. Anu means afterwards. Whatever an aspirant perceived during meditation, during preksha, to meditate on it later to understand the effect is anupreksha. For example, we perceived vibration in a particular part of the body. We perceive the movement of atoms, their coming and going, their accumulation and dissolution. Having perceived all this, we meditate upon the effect thereof. Wherever there is the vibration of atoms, their accumulation and dissolution, there the eternal cannot be. There the eternal cannot be, only what is transitory. We thus come to know that the body is transitory. What is the basis of knowing that the body is transitory? The basis is our perception of vibration in the body of movement, the coming and going atoms. जब हमने शरीर के अंदर देखा, शरीर की प्रेक्षा की, वहाँ पे हमने वाइब्रेशन देखे और वहाँ पे जो परिवर्तन हो रहा है, प्रतिपल जो परिवर्तन हो रहा है उसकी प्रेक्षा की, तो हमें ये मालूम पड़ा कि ये शरीर अनित्य है, अशाश्वत है. तो दैट इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ अनुप्रेक्षा which will help to understand this. Anupreksha is an important exercise of the science of living. Preksha is very important for acquainting oneself with the fact of life. But for changing one's habits, one takes recourse of anupreksha, which may be termed as suggestology, auto suggestion. प्रेक्षा प्रेक्षा जो है, जो देखना है, विच इज इम्पॉर्टेंट अपने आप को समझने के लिए, बट फॉर चेंजिंग अवर हैबिट्स, अगर हमें अपनी आदतों में परिवर्तन लाना है तो अनुप्रेक्षा इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। जो कुछ हमने ध्यान में देखा है, जो कुछ हमने ज्ञाता और दृष्टा भाव से देखा है, उसको बारे में चिंतन करना, बार बार उसकी अनुप्रेक्षा करना, उसके बारे में कंटेम्पलेट करना, एक भावना क्रिएट करना। अनुप्रेक्षा ऑफ सॉलिटरीनेस, अनुप्रेक्षा ऑफ ट्रांजिटरीनेस, अनुप्रेक्षा ऑफ हेल्पलेसनेस, अनुप्रेक्षा ऑफ साइकिल ऑफ बर्थ एंड डेथ। Assisting part of preksha meditation, asan. It is very important part. As for meditation, there should be a practice to sit study for an hour. Hence asan are for training of the body, and also it keeps the body healthy and ready for proper and deep meditation. Practice of yogasan helps to improve our physical, mental, emotional and spiritual health. For meditation, we have to sit comfortably and study for a long period. Hence, asanas are important. Second assisting part is pranayam. It is very important in Preksha Dhyan. Pran is a life force. With the practice of pranayam, one can achieve control over pran and able to improve its flow in the desired nerves and cells. Pranayam is not only purak, inhalation, rechak, exhalation and kumbhak, holding the breath, but it is the process of disciplining pran. To change our natural tendencies or attitude and emotions, it is important to control our breathing. To generate positive thinking, long and deep breathing is proper for refining nervous system, balance of sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, balance of Ida, Pingala can be achieved with the help of pranayam. Pranayam is such a practice where a person controls breath and mind and can activate his latent consciousness. Next is mudra. Preksha Dhyan is a process of bhava parivartan, transformation of emotions or feelings. Our body takes the shape according to the emotions. All our emotions, for example, happiness, patience, pride, anger, deceit, greed, affection, hatred, etc., reflects and seen as mudra on our body will take shape accordingly. If we make use of mudra of positive emotion, we can observe and experience our emotions change accordingly. For Preksha meditation, two mudra, either Vitarag mudra or Gyan mudra can be used. Vitarag mudra, keep both the hands on your lap, one above the other. By keeping the palm upturned, let the left palm remain under the right one. Gyan mudra, keep your right hand on the right knee and the left hand on the left knee. Keeping the palms turned up, let the tip of the index finger touch the tip of the thumb. With a slight pressure between them, keep the other fingers straight. Dhwani, sound. Arham Dhwani. Arham is very powerful mantra in Jainism. Source of energy in our body is Pran Shakti, and it can active by the sound of Arham Dhwani. Ascetics have believed that Arham is symbol of Panch Parmeshti. Pronouncing of Arham leads to the condition of stopping of thoughts, activities of body and mind, and a person can achieve the stage of self-realization. Mahaprana Dhwani. This is a very special sound. When repeated several times, gives good relief at mental and emotional level. Its vibration, like buzzing a bee, gets spread all over the brain and makes it very steady and balanced. Concentration and memory power enhances. By Mahaprana Dhwani, physiological effects of sound vibration. When we pronounce, the vibration of Dhwani go through the rib cage and reach the wind chamber of the lungs, and these vibration makes the lung cells active and complete the oxygen and carbon dioxide transfer process effectively. The vibration of sound also reach the brain neurons and revitalize them and also organize the flow of blood in body. Mental effect of sound vibration. It is proved that sound vibration gives internal massage to our body which relax muscles and also transform negative emotions. These vibrations have very intense effect on our endocrine glands which balance the secretion of hormones, and vibration also make balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system which gives us balanced development, intellectual as well as spiritual. Now special part of Preksha meditation. Perception of the present moment. The past is over and the future is not known. The present is known to us and we can do something to make present better or balance. Memories of past creates attachment and hatred, and imagination of future also creates attachment, hatred, anxiety and stress. The one who is experiencing the present moment is saved from memories and imagination. Both memories and imagination creates attachment and hatred. The one who lives in present would weaken karma sharir and eradicate karma. Perception of thoughts, which are preksha. The soul is very subtle and imperceptible. Consciousness is its quiet quality, and to see and to know is its function. Our aim should be to see only and to know only without attachment and hatred, but our perception is covered and knowing is covered by delusion. Hence we normally observe and know things and situations with prejudice or attachment and hatred. In meditation we practice to perceive and to know without attachment and hatred. ज्ञाता दृष्टा भाव से देखना, केवल जानना, उसके साथ जुड़े बिना, बिना राग द्वेष के. This is the prime object of meditation, accomplishment or achievement of Preksha meditation. Now we will see the achievements of Preksha meditation. First is transformation of inner world. Due to practice of process of meditation, hormones secreted from endocrine gland will become balanced and activate our psychic centers located upper part of the body. Our emotions and habits change consequently. Second is mental balance. Because of perception of psychic centers and color meditation, our emotions and feelings starts purify and we start understand that we are not body, we are spirit or soul which is eternal. When we understand it, emotions of equanimity becomes strong and either praise or insult will not affect our state of mind. And third achievement is spiritualism, upliftment of soul. Spirituality means change of emotion of anger, pride, deceit, greed, jealousy, etc., which is possible through regular practice of Preksha meditation. Now we will conclude our session. The meaning of Preksha meditation is to see deeply from gross body to subtle body and to perceive soul by the soul. आत्मा के द्वारा आत्मा को देखना, स्वयं स्वयं को देखना, संपिक्कये अपगमकपएणम, स्वयं स्वयं को देखना. The inherent aim of Preksha meditation is to transform the personality with the help of purity of mind. Next, we have seen before beginning meditation, aspirant should take resolution that is called Upasampada. There are 5 Bhavak Kriya: live in present, Pratikriya Virati, abstain from reaction, Maitri Bhav, friendship, Mitahar, limited diet, Mit Bhashan, limited speaking. Next, the basis of Preksha meditation is development of alertness, apramad, alertness about his existence and existence of other living and non-living being, about the qualities of soul, that is to know and to see. Only know, only see, केवल जानना और केवल देखना. We have seen there are 8 main parts, 4 assistant and 3 special part of Preksha meditation. The totally relaxed but awakened condition of the body is called Kayotsarg. The process of making the energy to go upward is called Antaryatra. Internal trip to observe breathing is called Swas Preksha. In Sharir Preksha, exercise is for relaxation of each organ and muscles of body and make it ready for meditation. To change the flow of hormones, perception of psychic center. Leshya Dhan is to purify Leshya, to purify the tendencies, वृत्तियों की शुद्धि के लिए. भाव Leshya can be transformed by doing meditation of color, no kam Leshya. The process is first to visualize color and then practice to perceive them. Contemplation of those subjects which can remove delusion is called Bhavna and Anupreksha. To observe the flow of thoughts without attachment and hatred is called Vichar Preksha. And last but not least, there are many accomplishments of Preksha meditation, that is transformation of mind, mental balance, spiritual development, change of habits, purity of mind and emotions, etc. Thank you very much, and in coming session we will try to explain in detail each and every part, main part, assistant part and special part of Preksha meditation in detail. We will take separate sessions for all these parts, for example for Kayotsarg, for internal trip, for Swas Preksha, Sharir Preksha, Leshya Dhyan, Anupreksha and Bhavna. We will take separate section and we will try to understand in details. Thank you very much. Sadar Jai Jinendra.